Tonight, Wild Chicago takes on Tokyo. Like most jet-lagged arrivals to Japan, we woke up at dawn that first morning. We headed to one of the few spots open that time of day, the Tsukiji Fish Market. The largest such market in Asia, with a cornucopia of sea creatures that you won't believe are edible. The largest and most plentiful fish for sale are the tuna, which are subjected to intense inspection. What do they look for when they're looking at these tuna?
There is three points. 1 point is color. The pink is best. 1 point is flesh. And fat.
The more fat is better?
Yes.
These are frozen. Why? Because they're from very far away?
Yeah, from Ireland.
Ireland?
Yeah.
That is a long way.
Yeah.
How do you find yourself working at a Japanese fish market? Where are you from?
I'm from Iceland and I find it very good. This fish here is from Bali, Guam, Phuket, Thailand.
How can you tell?
It says there on the name tag.
I've heard that one fish can sometimes go for up to $10,000.
Actually, the record is about 100,000.
100,000. How big was that fish? It must have been a ton.
It was close to 400 kilos.
After the bell ringing, he does something very formal. What was that all about?
It's just a very Japanese style, to show respect to both the fish and to the customers coming to the market.
You're probably not surprised to learn that in the stalls adjacent to the fish market, you'll find the freshest sushi in Tokyo, and perhaps the world. That's a mouthful of raw goodness. Adjacent to the Meiji Shrine, and within view of the Olympic Stadium, is the site of a strange weekly gathering. Every Sunday, a huge congregation of mostly young, mostly female Tokyoites descend on this square to play a bizarre game of dress-up.
This is a Japanese pop idol that she is emulating.
Psycho Shame.
The band is Psycho Shame.
Psycho Shame.
Yes.
自分でデザイン画を描いて
She made the dress herself and designed it. She studied how to do it from pictures and made it.
Whether all this was a collective act of rebellion against parental authority or simply a chance to attract the attention of passers-by, we never quite determined. Before walking into this next place, you should know that pachinko parlors are everywhere in Tokyo. They're louder than an avalanche of ball bearings, and they're not really legal. So we entered with some trepidation and a hidden camera.
Pachinko is kind of a Japanese, it's a vertical pinball. It's a game of luck combined with skill.
Isn't this gambling?
Yeah, sure.
I thought there was no gambling in Japan.
The way they get around that is when you win the balls, you get a stuffed animal. You take the stuffed animal around the corner and redeem it for the cash.
This is what they call a Capsule Hotel.
Right.
It's what, 30 bucks a night, men only. You really just get a little capsule.
You get a little capsule. It's about the size of a sleeper car in a Pullman train.
You're doing this not only because it's cheap, but because...
In Tokyo, the trains stop running about 12 o'clock. So if you're out partying, you miss that last train.
you're stuck in town, come to a Capsule Hotel.
Right.
This would be what they call a love hotel, right? Where people come for a couple hours instead of a whole evening.
Japanese houses are so small, the walls are so thin, the rooms are so small that you need a little privacy, and you have to come to a place like this to get it.
So it's not necessarily a place where you're going to bring a prostitute. You could bring your wife here. You just need a little privacy from the kids, from the neighbors.
Exactly. These are not necessarily hot pillow joints.
Okay, so the love hotels aren't what they sound like. But the truth is that the sex industry is alive and well in Tokyo. as the most cursory investigation will reveal. And don't get the idea that it's only women selling their services. There's a pretty healthy gigolo trade as well.
Don't sit around there and taking flash. You wanna have a ball? You can go upstairs and get your it's a good time slow. It's a good time slow. I don't care if we can go. Get your on, it's a good time slow.
Basically what they do is they memorize the lyrics. They really don't know exactly what they mean.
Pass by the junction, beef to the door. She was doing a boogie woogie in the middle of the floor. Come see me high.
You played some blues standards, some really great songs. Did you know what you were singing? You understand the lyrics when you sing them? Did you understand that question?
Going up, going down, going up, down, down, up. Anyway, wanna let it go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got me doing what you want me, baby. Why you wanna let it go?
It's a very small bar in there.
Yes, yes.
And in some cases, when somebody's got to go to the bathroom, you've got to stop playing, don't you? Because
Stop.
I'm used to it. Got me doing what you want me, baby. Why you wanna let it go?
every major world city has its share of museums, and Tokyo is no exception. We gravitated to smaller, less heralded collections, and thus we found ourselves at the Meguro Parasite Museum, where the parasites on display have the power to fascinate and sometimes disgust. There were several helpful diagrams and even an interactive exhibit. Who knew that a tapeworm could grow to this length? The Tokyo subway system is a model of efficiency. It has to be. In one station alone, the entire population of Chicago passes through every day. Ryogoku Station is smack dab in the middle of sumo wrestling territory. The main arena is near here, as are many of the stables where wrestlers train for their upcoming matches. We had arranged a visit to one such stable that was coached by former grand champion Akibono, all 6'8", 520 pounds of him. What do you eat in a day?
Whatever you feel like.
Whatever you feel like. The object is to get him out of the ring, right? Get those guys out of the ring.
Yeah, basically.
Or put him on the ground.
I'll put them on the ground.
Do you think somebody like me could put enough weight on to become a wrestler?
No.
Okay, that's good, that's good. Oh boy, it's like a wedgie. It really is. For now, it's sayonara Tokyo and domo arigato for everything.
Don't sit around there and taking flash. You wanna have a ball? You can go upstairs and get your it's a good time slow. It's a good time slow. I don't care if we can go. Get you so it's a good time slow. It's a good time slow.